Hi, everybody. Good evening and welcome to tonight's class. And we are so excited to have you here with us. Thank you for joining us. Now, whether you are brand new to doTERRA or already using your oils, this class is all about keeping things simple and practical. And we'll be sharing a little bit about our top 10 oils, which is a foundation in our everyday wellness. But we will also be looking at our foundational wellness products, which is there to support our everyday things like sleep, stress, immunity, digestion, and overall well-being. If I can, please ask if you just make sure to mute yourself in the class. That would be really great. You can use the chat box and ask all the questions that you want to. Now, our heart tonight is really just to empower you, to help you feel comfortable by using these oils for your home, for yourself and your family. And also for those of you that are new, to tell you that you're not on this journey by yourself. You will be surrounded by an incredible community that wants to take your hand and take you on this path that has actually completely transformed the way that we are looking at healthcare. So I want you to sit back. We want you to relax, take the notes, and make sure that you dot down all the questions that you might want to have. Now, I'm going to share a short little video that's going to explain to you what and who doTERRA is all about.
Have you felt the shift that is happening in the world? People are tired, running on empty, searching for rest when what they need is balance. They are overwhelmed, pulled by every direction, looking for answers when what they need is clarity. They are disconnected from nature, from our bodies, from each other, chasing connection in all the wrong places when what they need is belonging. More than ever, we are struggling with our health, not because we don't care, but because we don't know how. We have been taught to treat the symptoms, to silence the signals, masking the problem when what we need is to listen. Trapped in cycles when what we need is resolution. We call this normal, but deep down, we know it's not. This isn't how it has to be. People are searching, not for another quick fix, but for something real, something lasting, something true. They are questioning what they've been told, what they've been sold. They are listening, not to the noise, but to their own bodies. They are waking up, not to fear, but to possibility, not to restriction, but to freedom. Something is shifting. A quiet movement, barely heard, but deeply felt. Movements don't start with crowds. They start with a voice and a choice. They start with someone willing to share, to teach, to guide. Someone who knows there's a better way. This is the wellness revolution. Not a trend, not a fad, but a movement that will change lives. And it starts with you.
I hope you enjoyed that little video. Isn't it just incredible? It's so beautiful and it's so true. And that is really who doTERRA is. Now, before we get started, we'd love to get to know you a little bit. So in the chat box, please tell us your name, who invited you to the class, and maybe, any questions that you have regarding the oils or the supplements. So please make sure to introduce yourself. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Marty Kruger. For those of you who don't know me, I am an essential oil mom. That's who I am, 100%. I did not grow up this way. As a matter of fact, it was so far removed from the way that I looked at taking care of my family that the last 6.5 years, I am forever grateful that doTERRA crossed my pathways and that now I get to share and empower my two teenage boys. And yes, I've got boys, and I love that this is their first thing that they turn to. So, and this is really what it's all about. It's just all of us sharing our stories with you. Now, with me tonight, I've got two incredible leaders who's joining me. It's Ninette and Liesel, and they'll introduce themselves when they are going to share with you a little bit about our products. So, often when people hear the word doTERRA, they think essential oils. And yes, that is the truth. doTERRA is the largest, the biggest essential oil company in the world. And everything we do is essential oil infused. But doTERRA is really so much more than just oils. It's about creating a healthy home, a space where you feel supported, where your family can truly thrive. And it's all about introducing these natural solutions. Now, it is about having a trusted source for your daily wellness and not guessing. And this is really where doTERRA steps in and fulfills that heart's desire, I think, as a mom. Because at the end of the day, when we want to bring in products into our home, we don't want to guess. We don't have to go to Google and ask all those questions. We want to be confident about the products that we use to support our family, right? Are you the same? I want to make sure that the products that I'm bringing in is really there to support my family and that they are natural without any side effects. And ultimately, this becomes the foundation for a life well lived, where wellness isn't complicated and it isn't compromised. It's something that we live out daily in small, simple ways. And that is exactly what we're going to share with you tonight. How doTERRA can support you, your body, from the inside out through a simple, structured approach. So let's look first at the wellness pyramid of doTERRA. Now, once we understand the wellness pyramid, we can also see how doTERRA provides tools that support each and every layer of this wellness pyramid. Now, at the bottom, and this is really the foundation, is nutrition and digestion. Now, at the foundation of health, let me ask you this. What impact does your gut have on your health? Come on, I want you to guess in the chat box. As you can see, I like it if we chat together. It is one of the biggest things that you can do to improve your overall wellness. Now, even if we eat well, if our body cannot absorb these nutrients properly, or we're not actually getting the nutrients from the food that we eat, we won't get the full benefit. Now, there's incredible products that we look at. You know, if you are looking at the VMD, your PB Restore, your Zengest, your Peppermint, Terrazyme, all of these products are really good to support our overall wealth. And this is really where the lifelong vitality, your VMG, is supporting our overall wealth. We're going to dive deeper into every one of these products. Next, we are looking at movement and metabolism. Products like the MetaPWR system is really there to help you and to provide both those nutritional and topical support for an active lifestyle. Now, again, these are products like MetaPWR Advantage, Copaiba, Deep Blue, and there's incredible products that help you recover, and it supports inflammation, and it also helps with that healthy metabolism. Now, next one is rest and manage stress. And this one is actually quite a big one as well. And we are taking care of our health. Sleep is one of the most important things that you can offer your body. I actually heard this incredible podcast the other day where they were talking about how important sleep is and the effect that it has on everything in your body, from your immune system, and ladies, to your digestion. And even stress management because of not getting enough sleep. But this is what they said. Every hour that you sleep before 12 p.m., actually you can double it. So if you can get in more hours in before 12 o'clock, you can actually double that. So that really, really does help. So there are incredible products like Adaptive, Serenity, Lavender. Which one of those are your favorite? I love absolutely Serenity and Adaptive. And I'm so grateful because those products really help me to get a full night's rest. Then we are looking at reducing toxicity. Now, if you are at all on social media, anywhere, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, I am very sure that more and more you are made aware of the toxins that we are, you know, exposing ourselves to every single day. And these are things that we buy on our shelves. On a normal shelf, you bring it into your home and you trust that they are safe, which now many people are realizing it's not so, right? So this is the wonderful thing. We have incredible products that you can start, using in your home to replace things like synthetic fragrances, using products like wild orange, lemon, citrus bloom to assist you in that. So, and this is, I think, where informed self-care really is what this is about. Being informed and using these natural solutions day by day that actually does work out cheaper than over-the-counter things. And it comes with so many incredible extra benefits than just using these products over and over. So as you can see, there are incredible products that forms part and to support us in this wellness pyramid. And we're very excited just to share with you and make sure that you can use these simple tools to support yourself with every day. Now I'm going to hand over to Nunu, who's going to take us on the next journey. Thanks, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Marty. My name is Ninette. I'm from Bethlehem in the Eastern Free State, and I'm so excited to be here with you tonight. So doTERRA has truly changed my life, not just physically, but also personally. What started as a simple interest and a know has grown into something I'm really, really passionate about, and I love sharing with others. So a question we hear all the time is, what actually makes doTERRA different? Because the truth is, we live in a time where there are so many health options out there. Oils, supplements, wellness products, and everything is easily accessible. But with all of that comes one big question. Who can I actually trust? And that's where doTERRA stands out. doTERRA is built on being a trusted source, from the way the plants are grown and sourced around the world, to the way every single product is carefully tested for purity and quality. It's not just about having products, it's about having confidence in what you are using in your home and in your body. So instead of guessing or hoping something works, you know you're using something that hasn't been carefully created to truly support your health. And this next video is going to give you a beautiful glimpse into exactly what makes doTERRA so unique.
doTERRA provides the highest quality pure essential oils the world has to offer, from the source to you. With a focus on purity and potency, our sourcing team searches the planet, identifying the best sources and partners for each essential oil. This global botanical network of trusted growers, harvesters, and distillers allows us to source over 100 different essential oils from more than 40 countries. doTERRA works directly with local growers and harvesters to ensure they are empowered and paid fairly for their care and work. We join these communities in creating and supporting jobs through sustainable sourcing practices. We also invest in infrastructure and training and serve communities through humanitarian projects in coordination with the doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation. After an essential oil is distilled, it undergoes rigorous third-party testing. This CPTG standard guarantees that each essential oil is pure and contains no added fillers, synthetic ingredients, or harmful contaminants. doTERRA essential oils are the most tested and most trusted in the world, making them safe and effective for you and your loved ones. From the source to you.
So up up next is Liesel is going to tell us more about CPTG and what and how to use them.
I'm not sure if Liesel, are you here? Because I saw you join and then I'm not sure if it's something else. Okay, Nunu, if you want to just go ahead and share on these, and then when Liesel come in, you and I will just share her slides. Is that fine?
No problem. So as you saw in the video, they were talking about CPTG. What does that stand for? Most people will stand and like, what are you talking about? So it actually stands for certified peer tested grade. And why this is so important is where we get our essential oils from. They take essential oils. It is very important for doTERRA to make sure that our essential oils are grown in their native habitat where they grow best. They are harvested exactly the time that they need to be harvested. The distillation process that all our products go through, the bottling and the testing of the products is so, so important. You get lots of products out there. I can give you a quick example. I went to Dischem and I took a bottle of peppermint from the shelf. And when I looked at the label, it said 100% pure organic. But when I turned it around, what did that label say? Not for topical use, not for internal use, just for aromatic use. And that is where doTERRA is the difference. Our products are 100% certified peer tested, which means we can take them internal, topically, as well as aromatically. And then moving on to the next one. How do essential oils actually work with our body? That is so, so amazing. I had a class this weekend where I explained to so many people, and it's so interesting to me. So our whole body is made of trillions of tiny cells, and each cell is covered by an oily membrane. Now, what happens is our essential oils are made up of hundreds and hundreds of molecules. So the moment when we inhale or ingest these oils, they penetrate that oily membrane, and then our healing starts from the inside out. And that's so, so easy. And that's how essential oils work. So you can go on to the next slide, please, Marty. So what are essential oils? We've heard the process that they go through. Now, what is essential oils? Well, essential oils are concentrated plant extracts, which means they come from either the flower, the leaves, the barks, the roots, or the fruit. Have you ever taken a lemon when you pick it from a tree, and when you put it down, your hands are oily when you've picked that fruit? Well, that is where lemon essential oil comes from the grind of the fruit. So there's many, many ways, and essential oils contains powerful aromatic compounds. It's 100% natural and absolutely chemical free. So there's no danger to you. You cannot get addicted to it. You cannot overdose on it. And that is a bonus. So 3 ways to use essential oils. If you have your peppermint with you, we're going to talk about peppermint later in the class, but if you do it with you, I want you to take a drop and put it inside your hand. I've got a little sample bottle here. So I'm going to quickly show you 3 ways to use essential oils. The first one is internal. So you take your drop of peppermint oil and you put it in your hand, press your thumb in there and against the roof of your mouth. So this is our first way, is internal. Then we're going to rub it, our hands together, and rub at the back of our neck, and that is topically. Third way, we're going to cup our hands and inhale it, and that is aromatically. So 3 ways: aromatically, topically, internal. And I've just demonstrated all 3 ways with 1 drop of oil. So aromatically, we can diffuse, we can inhale, topically apply directly to our skin or dilute it with a carrier oil, internal in a little bit of water in a veggie cut, or directly under the tongue. And that is how easy it is. Easy peasy. You can move on to the next slide, Marty. Thank you. So, as I explained, my name is Nunette. And as you can see on the screen, sorry, I just want to do this quickly. Okay, then I can see you guys as well. So, let's start with what we call our beginner's trio. If you only had 3 oils in your home, this would be them. Why? Because all 3 can be used aromatically, topically, and internally, so they are incredibly versatile. First up, lemon. I always say lemon is like a cleanup crew in a bottle. It's amazing for supporting your digestive system, helping to flush out toxins, and even supporting things like your mood and serotonin levels. So it's a bit of a happy oil too. Think of it as refreshing your body from the inside out, and it pairs beautifully with oils like rosemary and cypress for focus, or on garden tea tree for daily immune support. Plus, a little lemon in your water just makes you feel like you've got life together. Next up is peppermint. Well, as I just explained, this one, you feel it immediately. Peppermint is your go-to for cooling, for calming, and for soothing. Feeling hot? Put peppermint on. Tummy not happy? Peppermint is your answer. Headache creeping in? Peppermint again. It's incredible for nausea, digestion, headaches, and sore muscles. Basically, your little rescue oil. And here's the fun part. The cooling sensation you feel, that is absolutely real. Your body actually responds to it, which is why it feels so instant. It also pairs beautifully with wild orange for energy, hello, morning boost, or rosemary and frankincense for focus and studying. And then lavender, the Swiss Army knife of oils. If you don't know what to use lavender. It's amazing for sleep, calmness, stress, and anxiety. And it's also incredible for your skin, for things like bites, burns, little irritations. Also great for things like teeth grinding or just helping the body relax after a very long day. It pairs beautifully with lemon and peppermint for seasonal threats, or with tea tree and frankincense for a simple first aid or skin blend. And here's the magic. When you combine lemon, lavender, and peppermint, you've got one of the most popular go-to blends for seasonal threats. So whether it's sniffles, changing seasons, or just needing a little extra support, this trio has got you covered. So if you started your oil journey, if you haven't started your oil journey, these 3 are your best friend. Simple, powerful, and incredibly effective. Up next, Marty is going to take you further.
Thanks, Nunu. And yeah, Liesel let us know that Wi-Fi is off, so it will be myself and Nunette who's going to take you through all of these incredible slides. So let's quickly look at our lifelong vitality pack. Now, this is, as we said before, doTERRA is the #1 essential oil company in the world. But did you know that our lifelong vitality pack, this one, is our #1 product in more than 160 countries worldwide where doTERRA is being sold? And it is because the foundation of these incredible products. Now, the Lifelong Vitality Pack is really something that is life-changing. And did you know that doTERRA actually has a money-back guarantee on this product? Yes, that is how confident they are in these incredible products. Now, we are talking about real daily noticeable differences when people start using these products. And the magic is it's just not just one product, it's 3 products really working together. So let's quickly look at these products. So the first one is our Alpha CRS Plus. This is your cellular vitality complex. Think of it as fuel for your cells, because if your cells are happy, your body is happy, right? It can actually perform at its optimal best. Now, this supports your energy at cellular level, not just that quick coffee or caffeine spike. Healthy aging, supporting your body long term, reducing oxidative stress, helping your body handle daily wear and tear. And this is where real energy begins, inside of your cells. Now, next, if we look at the Microplex VMZ, this is your vitamins and your minerals, but not your average multivitamin. Now, I want to quickly ask you this. Did you know that they say 95%, I think, of the vitamins that you actually buy over the counter is not absorbed into the body? They say like 75% of that is what you lose out. You just have very expensive urine. So the wonderful thing about doTERRA, this is a science company. So what they do is not only are they making sure what they put into the product is the best, but also that your body actually absorbs most of this and all of this. Now, if we are looking at the VMC, this is our whole food nutrient your body actually recognizes and absorbs. It supports daily nutrient balance because, let's be honest, we don't always eat perfectly. Immune support, overall body function, everything just runs better. It's like giving your body the nutritional backup it's been missing. And then let's look at E Omega Plus. Now, this is an incredible omega fatty acid, and this is a big one. So what does omega oils even support? It supports your brain function and focus. This is the number 1 reason why you need to use this every single day, and for your children. Number 2, heart health. And it also helps reduce inflammation in the body. And unlike many omegas, no fishy repeat. So we absolutely love that this is such an incredible omega, and it's empowered or infused with wild orange. So it actually tastes delicious. For children, young children, you can actually let them bite this and squeeze it and just suck it out. It doesn't even taste bad. It really is incredible. So here's the real power. It's not just what each of these products are doing individually, but it is what happens when you take them together. You are supporting your cells, your nutrients, your brain, and your body system. This is a full body support from the inside out. And this is often where people say, I didn't realize how off I felt until I started feeling better. I actually, for those of you that is on our groups, you might remember when one of our doTERRA family, Lydia, shared her testimony. And she said she was using the LLV and she thought, am I feeling something different? And then she went off it and she couldn't get back onto it quick enough. She was like, I couldn't believe how it actually impacted me, how it impacted my energy and just everything. So this is really an incredible product to support more energy, better sleep, better focus, and just feeling good again. So if you're looking for one place to start with your wellness, this is it. This is a powerhouse foundation. Now, last year, doTERRA actually launched the VMG. So this replaces quickly 2 of the products in the LLV. So if you are more of a powder drinking girl and you want to add the greens, you will have to just add the omegas to the VMG Plus. But I want to quickly tell you about this. This is your green drink. So VMG, what does it stand for? It stands for vitamins, minerals, and greens. And this is absolutely, yeah, especially if you don't like swallowing capsules, this one is for you. And it is your daily boost. Now, for those of you who've been using LLV or VMG, I'd love to hear in the chat box, which one do you prefer? And also, if you just want to share testimony of how this product is, changing and impacting your health. So I'd like to say that LLV it's really a green drink with that extra magic added. And It really does taste delicious. It does not taste like grass or regret, but surprise, it actually tastes fresh, slightly sweet, and really pleasant. And remember, this is all natural products, nothing is added to it. So, what makes the VMG Plus so incredible powerful? It's an all-in-one nutritional drink, which means you're getting whole food vitamins and minerals, probiotics for gut health, and even essential oils are added into it. So you're not just supporting one thing, you're actually supporting your heart, your brain, your gut, and overall energy all in one glass. So some of the biggest benefits people notice is natural energy, better digestion and gut support, improved focus and mental clarity, and just that overall feeling of I'm actually taking care of myself. And honestly, it's just easy. Mix, drink, done. I actually love to take this little sachet with me. It's now a thinner, like the MetaPWR Advantage. And I have my bottle of water with me. So I love to use this one, especially when I'm traveling. It's so convenient. And like I said, it really, really does taste incredible. Now, at the end, do stay to the end. We're going to share with you about our loyalty reward program. And this is where it really helps. And it's such an incredible tool to help you, support you on this health journey while you are investing in your health. doTERRA really rewards you with incredible points back. And sometimes how you can actually, with those points, get either the LLV or the VMG in future for free with your rewards points. And we're going to share about that. Now, I'm going to head into quickly just a little bit more about the digestion of our products that we are supporting and using every single day. And the next product is my number one product that completely changed my health. Now, when I got started 6.5 years ago, for those of you who don't know, I actually was not in the market or looking for a natural solution for something. I was just happy being blissfully unaware of the fact that my health could be so much better. But I was praying for a business opportunity. That's really literally how doTERRA crossed my path. But I wasn't just looking for anything. I was really looking for something that I could be passionate about and that I could have purpose for. And the thing that I'm passionate about is really helping people. So when God answered this prayer of mine by sending me Zengest or doTERRA, I had no idea how this would impact my life and the thousands of families that our community together have now impacted in the last 6.5 years. And when I started, just like many of you, because I had no knowledge of these oils, I couldn't stop learning. I was looking at videos, reading up, asking questions, and I really just started with this routine at home, using the products every single day in my home. And one of the things that I really battled with was my gut health. I was so constipated, like literally once every maybe 2 to 3 weeks. That is how bad it was. And I was just like, that's just my life. I'm just very constipated and very slow. And as I started to use the products and learn more about it, Zengest, which is called our digestive blend, is the one that I started to use very quickly for my own health. I only got a 5 ml when I got started with this. I started with the family kit. That's only what was available. So I was sparingly using 1 drop of Zengest underneath my tongue and then also rubbing it on my stomach when I needed it. And I was the only one in the beginning who used the Zengest because I didn't understand the proactive part of health yet. But anyway, as I started to use the product, I started to realize that I was less and less bloated, less and less constipated, no more excruciating pain without even knowing what did I eat that caused it. And this is an incredible oil. It's got oils like peppermint, ginger, fennel, aniseed in there. And what is so incredible about this phenomenal product is that it actually works for constipation and if you've got a runny tummy. So if you've got diarrhea or constipation, same oil. Isn't that amazing? I mean, there's no medicine that I know that works like this. But what this incredible oil does, it actually works on a cellular level, like we heard in the beginning, right? It goes on a cellular level and it balances out what is needed in the body. So it's not just working on a symptom and, just putting a plaster on it. It's actually helping your body sort itself out. So as I started to use this oil more regularly, I became more regular. And today, this oil is with me wherever I go. And I think this oil have probably changed more people's lives than any other product that I know of, because our gut health is such a huge issue for so many reasons. So Zengest, one of my favorite products. And then if we are looking at Terrazyme, this one very, very quickly became a favorite in my household when this was released. I actually always have Terrazyme. I never, ever are without this product. And I want to quickly talk about the Terrazyme. So Terrazyme is our enzymes, right, that we do get from food. So if you are eating like about 8 carrots, that's how much enzymes one tablet also gets. It's as easy as that. So this Terrazyme helps breaking down the food. So if you are struggling with constipation and digestion your food, you must take a Terrazyme with every single meal. But also, it actually also breaks down other things in our body. So if you are battling with constipation or inflammation or sinuses, there's actually a whole protocol that the doTERRA suggests of using this product, because it also helps with other things in the body. It helps to absorb foods better when you are using the Terrazyme. I've read incredible testimonies where it even breaks up bone spurs. This is Terrazyme. It is an incredible product. So excited to let you experience this phenomenal product. Okay, and then I'm going to share with you on PB Restore. So PB Restore is our pre, post, and probiotic. Now, we could actually have a whole class for hours just on this product and on our gut health. But let's look at this incredible product. There is so much science that goes into this phenomenal product. Now, as I said, and we all said this, I saw a few of you mention it, your gut is one of the most important things that you need to address if there's anything. Even if we're looking at skin issues, we are looking at the gut. Now, your gut is also many often called your second brain, right? Or I'm sure you've heard about gut depression somewhere. If not, go and look it up. Because the gut really can affect your mood, it can affect your immunity, your energy, your skin, and even your hormones. So taking care of your gut is actually taking care of yourself. So if there is one thing that you can look at, it's definitely adding any of the products that I've already shared on. But let's look at where PB Restores comes in. So this is not your average probiotic that you buy over the shelf. This is a complete gut reset system. It contains a unique combination of prebiotics, feeding the good bacteria, probiotics, adding the good bacteria, and probiotics and bacteriophages, helping remove the bad bacteria. So it's not just adding, it's actually restoring the balance in your gut. And this is really why people love it. It supports your digestive health and gut lining, so your gut can actually heal. Now, did you know that the new science is actually showing that one set of antibiotics can actually not only harm your gut for like a couple of weeks, they say up to years it can sometimes take. So it's one of the most important things, especially if you've been using a lot of antibiotics, that you look at your gut health and all of those incredible microbes that we need in our gut So this is where this comes into. There's an incredible video and training that you can watch on YouTube where Dr. Riggs, Dr. Hill, some of the other doctors in doTERRA actually shares on the PB Restore. And I recommend that you go and look at this, because then once you do, you really will understand why you need this incredible products in your toolkit to have on backhand. Okay, I'm going to hand over to Nunette, who's going to take us into some of more of our incredible oils and just how we use these oils. Thanks, Nunu.
Thank you, Marty. So as we're heading into the colder season, you know, the one where all those seasonal threads start sticking out their little heads and feelers like, hello, we're back. Sniffles, sore throats, blocked noses. It's like they all RSVP at the same time. So this is where these two become your go-to immune support heroes. First up, breathe, and the name says it all. This is all about your respiratory system. Breathe helps to open up airways, relieve congestion, support your lungs in clearing out toxins. So whether it's a blocked nose, sinus pressure, or that heavy chest feeling, this is the one you reach for. You diffuse it, you inhale it, you apply it to your chest, and you'll often feel that opening effect almost immediately. It's like your lungs is going to go, oh, thank you. And it pairs beautifully with oils like eucalyptus, lime, and frankincense for even deeper support. Then On Guard. Now, this is your immune bodyguard. On Guard is designed to support and protect your immune system, soothe sore throats, help cleanse the mouth, and fight off unwanted bacteria. But here's something really powerful. When you use On Guard to clean surfaces, it protects for up to 12 hours. Not 99.9%, 100%, which means you're not just cleaning, you're actually protecting your space. And the best part, you can use both of these oils aromatically and topically. So whether you need support in the air, on your body, or from within, you are covered. So as those seasonal bugs starts making their rounds, you're not caught off guard. You're on guard and breathing easy. So moving on to our next slide. Let's talk about something really close to all of our hearts, our families. Because at the end of the day, this is why we are here, right? We want to protect them, support them, and keep them healthy, especially when life gets messy, kids get sick, or things just happen. And this is where these two oils really step in as your home defenders. Tea tree. Tea tree is like your natural disinfectant in a bottle. It's incredible for skin support, blemishes, cuts, scrapes, fighting mold and fungal growth, cleansing and purifying, yes, even those underarms. Fun fact, tea tree has been used for over 100 years for its cleansing properties. It's a go-to in so many first aid kits, even for lice. So whether it's an ouchie, a breakout, or something that just needs cleaning up, tea tree is your go-to. Then oregano. Now, this one is definitely the boss. Oregano is known as a natural powerhouse. It supports the body in dealing with bacteria and viruses, fungal infections, things like candida, athlete's foot, and even warts. It's often referred to as a natural antibiotic, very strong and very effective. So this is not the one you just casually throw everywhere. This is your We Mean Business oil. When you bring tea tree and oregano together and even add lemon, on guard, and frankincense, this is when the magic happens. You've got a serious defense system for your home and your family. And this is where you move from just reaching to actually protecting proactively. So whether it's skin issues, infections, or those seasonal bugs trying their luck, you've got tools that are natural, powerful, and effective. And just a caution, oregano is a hot oil. Always, always use it diluted. And now we're going to watch a short video that will show you even more about these two incredible oils working and why they are such incredible protectors for your home.
Bacteria have the ability to change their genetic makeup over time for their own self-preservation. Bacteria have their own defensive mechanism. They produce something called a peptidoglycan layer. It's the equivalent of an M&M shell that's protecting the chocolate on the inside. Now, one of the other elements that bacteria are very, very good at making, and that is something called a biofilm. Biofilm is its own very goopy, slimy mess that it covers itself in. So what's now starting to happen is we are finding that once very useful antibacterial medications are no longer effective at all. What that means for us, we have to use stronger antibacterial medications. We have to use more potent antibacterial medications. That comes at a cost to our own bodies. Melaleuca has the ability to come in and start to modify that sludge and remove it so that the oregano can get to the bacteria. And in oregano, there's a product called carvacrol. Carvacrol will bind to that peptidoglycan and it punctures a little hole in there. Once that hole opens, you start to get a passing of ions back and forth. What that does to the bacteria is it allows it to lyse. It means burst open. And we've now accomplished something very dramatic, and that is by doing nothing more than using 2 simple little plant-based essential oils, you have created a very effective antibacterial solution.
So up next, Marty is going to take us to deep blue.
Thanks, Nunu. Wasn't that incredible? I mean, I'm always blown away when I just realize how incredible those oils are. I always say once you learn about these products, you will understand how they are just supporting our body from the inside out. Okay, now let's look at when your body says, excuse me, we are not okay. We are in a lot of pain. So stiff neck, sore back, tight shoulders, gym stiffness, or just sleeping wrong and waking up like you fought a battle in your dreams. Have you been there? So this is really where the Deep Blue system comes in. And the Deep Blue system is one of the most incredible products that you will ever use to support those sore muscles. It is absolutely my go-to every day, not just for myself. I am definitely on the other side of 40, so if I go to the gym, I feel it. So I have to make sure that I apply these products on before I go to the gym to prepare my muscles, and then afterwards for that recovery time. And then I have 2 teenage sons who plays rugby, and let me share that. My husband as well started to play rugby again. And it is because we are using these products that we are actually able to perform at our optimal strength. Now, the incredible products that we have is we've got the Deep Blue Rub, the Deep Blue Stick, the Deep Blue Oil. Now, I want you to tell me in the chat box which one is your favorite. I love all of them. And the wonderful product that you are seeing that's lying on the side there is Copaiba. Copaiba is not CBD. We don't do CBD, but it's our incredible oil that works on the nervous system. And this phenomenal product, when used in conjunction with Deep Blue, what they found is that it's even working deeper and better and supporting those muscles even more. So Copaiba is an oil that I have with me all the times, because not only does it support inflammation and all of that, but it also is really good for anxious feelings. So I absolutely love it. Now, it supports deep tissue relief, muscle relaxation. I'm going to share quickly a story about Deep Blue and Copaiba. So when I host classes or when I sit with somebody and I see those fingers as stiff as this because of arthritis or pain like that, the first thing that I will grab is immediately my Deep Blue Rub with some of these oils like Copaiba. And I'll ask them to apply this. And within about 10 minutes, I will ask them, okay, let's see how far can you now bend that very stiff hand. And within 10 minutes, some of those fingers can then suddenly touch the palm. And then those that are very stiff is like halfway there. And as they start using this product more and more, this is what the feedback that I'm getting is, Marcy, I can actually use my hands again. I'm in so much lesser pain or no pain. And it is just using this incredible products. And then the Deep Blue polyphenol, I just want to quickly mention this one. It's not the same as the oil. So do not think that you can drink the oil. So you cannot drink Deep Blue, the oil, or of course the Deep Blue wrap or stick. Do not lick that. But the Deep Blue polyphenol is another combination of oils that they've put together, and it is absolutely phenomenal. It's got frankincense extract, ginger, turmeric, and this is absolutely phenomenal for pain and inflammation. And it is absolutely some of those products that, yeah, you will be having with you all the time. Now, I saw something and I love what Shirley said, Kayla, when you said, oh my goodness, I need all of these oils. But I'm looking at the price point and I'm thinking, this is quite, expensive. Or maybe you've got this idea that it's more expensive than what you are paying for at the moment. But I want to tell you, because of the powerfulness and the potency of these oils, when we are using it, we are taking 1 to 2 drops. Now, if we're looking at Copaiba at the bottom there, that bottle, for instance, is 795 Rand. Now, I want you to take your calculator. If you divide that by the drops in that bottle, it's 250 drops. I'm actually going to grab my calculator and show you. So 795 divided by 250, that is 3 Rand 18 cents. Now, I want you to do me a favor. Take any pain medicine that you've been using. And I'm actually talking about very strong, that you can't just go and buy over the counter. But even if you take your everyday pain pill, I promise you, it is not 3 Rand 18 cents. It's actually probably 5 times that amount. So at the end of the day, because of the potency and the purity of these products, you actually are saving quite a lot, and you're getting all the extra benefits of these incredible oils. And using our loyalty program is really the best way for you to actually get these products into your home at the best price. Now, I think I'm handing over back to Ninette. Yes, who's going to tell you all about our incredible sleep system.
Thank you, Marty. So I'm basically just going to touch on Serenity. Something we all love, but we all don't always get enough of, and that is sleep. And isn't it funny? We'll try to fix everything else, our energy, our mood, our focus, but we forget that sometimes the real answer is just go to bed earlier. Because when we don't get enough sleep, it affects everything, our energy levels, our mood, small things feel like big things. Our immune system, we're more likely to get sick. Our focus and memory, walking into a room and forgetting why we're there, even our hormones and stress levels. So sleep isn't a luxury. It's actually essential for healing and balance. And that's where our Serenity system comes in. I like to call it your good night in a bottle. So first up is our Serenity oil or blend. It helps to calm the mind and body, easing out that busy overthinking mode, perfect for diffusing at night or applying to your wrist or feet. Next up, our Serenity Restful Complex. This works from the inside to help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed, not like you've been hit by a truck. And then the Serenity Stick, the best thing doTERRA has ever come up with. This one is just convenience at its best. Roll it on your neck, chest, or even under your nose, especially helpful for those nights when your brain just won't switch off. And the beauty of the system is it's not about knocking you out. It's about helping your body relax naturally and reset. So you can move from busy, stressed thinking to calm, rested, and restored. Because of the end of the day, a well-rested body handles life better. A well-rested mind thinks clearer. And a well-rested you shows up differently. So if there's one thing to prioritize, it's this. Rest is not lazy, it's necessary. And up next, Marty, are you going to take us to frankincense?
Yeah, Nunu, you have to decide. It's either frankincense or speaking on the enrollment kits. Where do you want to share?
I'll speak on the enrollments, it's fine.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's look at frankincense. Now, I know that I think V, you said the queen of all oils, which is lavender, right? So if we're looking at the king of all oils, it is frankincense. Now, for our Afrikaans speaking people on the call or that's watching the recording, if you don't know what frankincense is, I'm going to quickly share this with you. So if you want to look at the free gifts that was given by the wise men, wierook, myrrhe, goud, frankincense, myrrh, gold. So did you know that two of those oils, two of the products was actually oils, and frankincense is wierook. So frankincense is such an incredible oil. And although this is the last oil we are speaking on, this is definitely saving the best for last. It is the king of all oils. When in doubt, they say use frankincense. And if you are really just at a place that you don't know where to get started with, frankincense is one of those most incredible oils. It's all about renewal, restoration, and supporting your body from the inside out. So frankincense is known for supporting memory and brain function. This is the number one oil for the brain, for anti-aging, for skin and cells. It's cell renewal. This is what this product does. It helps with reducing inflammation in the body, and it supports things like vision and overall wellness. I'm going to share my testimony. I do have my reading glasses, and I have to, wear them when I need to. But at a stage, I actually couldn't even read the small little script that I had to, use on my phone. I just had to use my glasses. And I remembered, oh, wait a minute, I have an oil for that. So I started with the frankincense around my eyes again. Now I'm getting double benefit because it's really good for the skin. It helps with anti-aging, and it also supports my brain, but it actually supports your eyesight. So as I started to use this, I realized that my eyesight is actually improving. So it is an incredible oil. It's one that I use every day. And now, when you are looking at this oil, I want to quickly say the price of this oil alone is 1,495 Rand. And the only time that this oil is too expensive, where you think, wow, that's a lot for an oil, it's before you have it. Because once you have this oil, you will never, ever not have it. Because let's be honest, we've all spent this on a pair of jeans, shoes, handbag. But once you understand what frankincense does and how to use this to support your family's overall wealth, you will never, ever not have this oil. And this is when Nunette is going to share with you about our incredible kits that we've got. This is where it really makes sense when you buy these oils in our kits, where you can get the frankincense at a much lower value of, price. So that really, really does help. So let me quickly just explain to you what frankincense does. It's one that you're going to use every single day to support your overall wellness, your child, your family, mood. This is one that I put in a diffuser when I know my children is needing that extra support, when I can see that they are dealing with some heavy stuff. But it's also one that I give to them daily internally to support their cells and myself. There are more medical tests and different. I'm so sorry. My English is running out tonight. There's a lot of incredible research that has been done with frankincense. And actually, a lot of doctors are recommending this incredible oil because it is anti-cancerous, it is anti-inflammation, anti-aging, and this will be an oil that you turn to every single day. You can apply it on the bottom of your feet, you can do it internally and topically, as I said, and it pairs with so many of our incredible oils. Now, I'm going to hand over to Nunette, who's going to take us through the incredible specials for April and how you can get these oils into your home.
Thank you, Marty. So now that we've covered all our foundational products, the building blocks of your wellness, let's move over to something a little exciting, our monthly promotions. Now, if you are already a doTERRA member, you would have received an email with all these amazing specials, and hopefully you've already got your eye on a few things. But if you're joining us for the first time tonight, this is where it gets really fun because you're about to see what you've been missing out on. Every single month, doTERRA puts together exclusive promotions and specials, giving you the opportunity to grow your collection, try new products, and even get more value. So let's take a look at what's available this month and how you can take advantage of it. So our first up, our product of the month, and this is a good one, oregano. Now, we've already spoken about all the incredible benefits, your natural powerhouse for supporting the body against bacteria, viruses, and fungal issues. And the best part, if you are a loyalty reward customer, this is the oil you get free this month when you place a qualifying order. And if you're sitting there and wondering, what is this loyalty reward program? Don't worry, stay tuned. We'll explain everything just now. And then our 10% off on adaptive. This is one, it's all about calm and emotional support. Adaptive is incredible for reducing feelings of stress, overwhelm, helping you feel more grounded and balanced, supporting focus and emotional resilience. I like to call it your life is a bit much more oil today. Whether it's work, kids, life, or just one of those days, adaptive helps take the edge off and bring you back to center. So between the powerhouse immune oil for free and an emotional support blend on special, this month is definitely one you don't want to miss. So moving on, now this is really, really special. These are our free enrollment oils, and they are exclusive to our Diamond Club, which means you won't get these anywhere else. You must enroll with a Diamond Club participant code because without that code, you will miss out on these free oils. And please ask the person who invited you to the class to provide you with such a code. Let's quickly look at what you get. Citrus Bloom with 100 PV enrollment. This is your happy, uplifting blend. It's floral, fresh, and just makes you feel good. Perfect for mood, emotions, and creating a beautiful atmosphere. Then with 125 PV enrollment, your balance, your grounding oil, amazing for calming the nervous system, reducing stress, and helping you feel centered, especially during busy or overwhelming days. Then lastly, with a 200 PV enrollment, you get adaptive, your emotional support blend. It helps with stress, anxiety, and staying focused and resilient, like your daily keep it together. And then depending on your enrollment, you can either receive one, two, or all three of these for free. So this is really about starting your journey the right way, getting incredible products plus these beautiful bonus oils. Just remember, you do need that Diamond Club code. Otherwise, you miss out. And we definitely don't want that for you. And with that, I'm going to go over to the next slide. So how do you actually get started with doTERRA? The best way is with an enrollment kit. Why? Because it's like your wellness starter pack, everything you need at the best value, and you set up from day one. But I love this part. You're not stuck with just one option. You can build your own customized kit as well based on your needs. So whether it's sleep, stress, immunity, or digestion, you choose what fits your life. Now, let's quickly talk about those two popular kits that you see on the screen. The Family Essentials kit. This one has got 5 ml bottles, which means there's 85 drops in each bottle. And then the Home Essential kit, same amazing oils, but in 15 ml, and that's basically triple the size. So if you already know you're going to use oils daily, and trust me, you will, this is the better long-term value. Think of it like this. Family kit equals let's try this lifestyle. Home Essentials kit, okay, I'm all in. And then the best part is when you do purchase one of these kits, you become a wholesale customer, which gets you 25% off all your products, access to monthly specials and free products, and you start building your own little natural wellness toolkit for your family. And if your heart is leaning a bit bigger, you can even become a wellness advocate, which means you can share what you love and earn from it too. Moving on to our next one. As you can see on the next slide, that is all the information about our Family Essentials Kit. And especially this month, you get 20% off this kit. So you're getting all these incredible oils at a seriously reduced price. But wait, it gets better. When you enroll with this kit, you also receive citrus bloom for free. And that alone is such a beautiful uplifting blend. It's like sunshine in a bottle. So you're not just starting a wellness journey, you're starting with extra value, extra oils, and extra support. Moving on to the next one. This is definitely the best way to get started. The Home Essentials Kit gets you also 20% off. 15 ml bottles, as I said, triple the amount of the Family Essentials Kit. Your normal wholesale price drops from 4,950 to 3,995 Rand. So you get your 25% off with this kit. This is your all-in kit. And also you can see 20% off. If you go and look at the value of the kit, if all the individual oils, when you add all of that money together, it's an amazing, amazing amount that you save. If you would buy these oils individually, you'd pay around about 7,929 Rand. You save over 3,000 Rand when you purchase this kit. Marty, you can go on to the next kit, thanks. So you can see this kit. I'm quickly going to talk about this. This is our 20% off kits for this month. Our Aroma Touch Hand Technique Kit, our Home Essentials Kit, and our Family Essentials Kit. And this is a month that you do not want to miss out on buying your kit at such a reduced price. So contact the person who invited you to this class, put that order through, and let's get your journey started. Thank you, Marty.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks, Nunu. And I want to ask this because I want to say that there are so many ways for you to get started, right? You can literally decide on 1 oil, 2 oils, a kit. But honestly, if we want to give you our best advice, it would be if you are able to afford the home essentials, do not get started with anything less. If you can't, do the family kit. But I honestly want to say it will be the best decision of your life. And I'm going to ask those of you on the call tonight that has already ordered and have been using your oils, if you could get started right now again. If the home essentials would be your number 1 choice, I want you to put home in the chat. If maybe family or just oils, just put that in. But I want you to be honest. If it was you getting started tonight, what would you choose? Okay, now we've mentioned the loyalty reward program, and we don't want to give you too much information, but I want to quickly explain to you, just in a few sentences, how incredible the loyalty program is. This program has helped me in the last 6.5 years to be able to take care of myself, my husband, and our 2 boys. Because this is what doTERRA does. They reward you for investing into your health. They reward you when you buy oils, when you buy your supplements, when you buy your toothpaste. Yes, we also have toothpaste. When you buy a shampoo. There are so many different products that doTERRA has. So I shop at my doTERRA shop. This is where I shop. Because when you join this program and you just get started. So let's say you've got your starter kit. You can get started with the loyalty program the next month or any month that you say, now I'm ready to get started. You activate that loyalty program, and every single product that you're going to see in your cart or on the system will have a rand value and a PV value, points value. So when we talk about the loyalty reward system, we talk about points value. So if you order 50 points, you get 10% off, 10% back in points. Now that is incredible. You can tell me if you've spent thousands on your healthcare, I'm not going to mention stores, and then after a couple of months, they'll tell you, oh, you've got 23 Rand or 17 Rand. Do you want to use it? So not with doTERRA. They start you off with 10% back in points. And this means for the first 3 months, if you buy 50 PV, let's say that's about 1,000 Rand. It is between 70 to 100 Rand that you get back in the first month that you start buying on the loyalty system. It's incredible. So after 3 months buying above that 50 points value, you will move up with another 5% to 15. And then every 3 months, you can move up with 5% until month 13th, where you've hit VIP status with doTERRA, and you actually get 50%, yes, free 0% back in points. That means between 270 to 300 Rand back in points every single month that you spend that on your own health. Isn't that incredible? Now, I have some incredible great news for you. doTERRA actually introduced something last month, which is called Fast Track. And what this basically means is the month that you join with at least 150 PV. Now, to give you an idea, the Home Essentials this month with the reduced price is about 176 PV. So that qualifies you already to be a part of the fast track. Then for the next 3 months, you have to order 150 PV. Now, the person who invited you, showed you this video, will explain to you what this is. But if you then order for the next 3 months, 150 PV, you invest every month for the next 3 months, you will actually, the first month, when you do 150 PV, get your 10% back, which is 15 points, plus an additional 20 points. That means that's about 400 Rands with your free points extra. Then the next month, when you do your 150 points, your second month on loyalty, you will actually get 100 free points. That is 1,800 Rands worth of points for free and your 10% back. The next month, the third month on loyalty, if you do 150 PV, you will immediately fast track to 50% back in points. That means you just skipped 9 months of ordering 50 PV and above to get to 50% back. So you can fast track to VIP status. It is incredible. This is something that, I think all of us would want. And then there's other benefits, like if you order 125 PV, you can get a free oil if you order it between the 1st and the 15th. So there are so many different ways. And I just want to say, after the 3 months, you can go back to the 50 points back. Now, speak to the person who invited you. Sit down and say, where do you want to get started? Maybe you want to get started with the oils, or maybe you want to get started with the foundational wellness. And this is how you can actually build up your oil kit by using this incredible system. Now, I just want to say thank you so much. I don't know, V, if you are still on, but I am going to ask if you just want to share a quick testimony with us, like what doTERRA has meant for you and your family for the last couple of years since you've been using it in your family's home.
You did say V, right? Hey?
Yes, I did say V.
Okay, I was just checking. Basically, the doTERRA oils have been revolutionary in our family. I was also like Kayla, and I thought, heck, this is going to be so expensive. And it's only once I started using the oils that I realized how much we were saving. I was suffering with reflux, so I was taking Nexium, for those of you who know. I was on that. We were constantly in the doctor's rooms with my little one. And basically, since we started using doTERRA, I have a little 8-year-old. She's almost 8. She's only known about doTERRA since she was a toddler, and she's never been to the doctor. So it's not to say that that might, not happen to you, but we have managed all our symptoms at home with the oils. And it's been an absolute blessing. My mom-in-law who lived with us, who was unwell with some major health challenges, really, really helped her with her pain towards the end of her life. Unfortunately, she did pass away with cancer. But yeah, it's been an absolute game changer. It has literally saved us. I did a calculation a few years ago. It has literally saved us thousands because we only have a hospital plan now. We don't need medical savings to go to doctors and to buy medication. So it's saved us thousands.
No, I love that. Thanks, V, for sharing. I think so many of us will agree with what V just shared. This is really, truly what happens. So we're very excited for you to start your oil journey or just continue your journey with us. If you have any more questions, please make sure that you reach out to the person or ask in our community groups. Remember, those are there to support each and every one of you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Shirley, thanks for all your comments and sharing in the group. We really appreciate that. And thank you for asking questions and being here, every single one of you. And then Nunu, thank you for the beautiful slides and just sharing from your heart. I'm so blessed to have you. This is my sister-in-law, so I love that we get to share doTERRA together. Thanks, Nunu.
Thank you, Marty, and thank you everybody for joining us this evening. Taking time out and running a little bit late with us and not leaving the Zoom meeting, staying till the end. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Marty.
Thanks.
Dankie julle twee. Julle is oulik hoor. Bye.
Bye.
Dankie.
Thanks, people, for sharing as well.